presentation, I want to give you one example how I delivered a result together with my direct report. Based on his strong presentation skills and as well the need to further grow him, I decided to present together with him at a sales launch. So we worked together on creative ideas, how to set up the presentation. Afterwards, I set up the presentation framework and asked him to work on the content of his responsibility. Overall, the reactions to our presentation were really positive, how we interacted as one team on stage. And I felt as well by handing him over more responsibility, he further grew, and as well I felt more confident by turning a presentation into interactive dialogue. Concerning the challenges, I was obviously more time intense to finalize the project, and I was also challenged by the fact that he finished tasks on a shorter notice. Afterwards, I also gave him positive but also constructive feedback based on the results.
Over the past few weeks, I've focused on an area that I wanted to improve, which is prioritization and expectation management. I spend more time and energies working closely with my senior managers to get a better understanding of the key priorities and goals we had as a team and as a department midterm. And that helped me a lot to identify which were the key projects and priorities we had to focus on as a team, and what will be the tasks and projects that I could delegate, and what should be the ones I should work harder and focus more. And yeah, that proved to be really valuable and useful in terms of setting priorities and also managing expectation both with my managers and with external stakeholders.
Based on the first live event, I chose self-directed learning as one of the key areas I want to improve. I had an upcoming development conversation with my direct report, who is just one level below me, experienced in our new area of responsibility, and was not super happy to stay in this role. So I went into People Manager Studios on High5 to check on the materials available. There were quite some guides on how to set up conversation with your direct report, what you as a manager can offer to your direct report to develop, and there were even some video examples of such conversations. That was helpful. At the same time, quite some examples were more theoretical ones, so you need to adjust this to real cases. So outcome was that development conversation went well. At the same time, I decided to adjust my target, integrate more conversations with people who are experienced in certain areas, and also do it on a monthly, not weekly basis that is more realistic.
Okay, so I choose dealing with difficult situations due to the point that we currently have a change in our team, and also some of my direct reports have to move to another team. And I really wanted to, first of all, also before the final decision was made, to give them already hints that they are moving to another team, but also now to support them, because for them it's quite difficult. And now I really want to support them, get to know their new line managers, also do meetings together with them, and also have still ongoing meetings also once they move to the other team, that they're really feeling comfortable and they don't have this difficult situation, that it's better.
Sorry guys, probably gonna look a bit pathetic in my shades, but I have a terrible eye infection, so you probably don't want to see that eye. So in regards to self-directed learning, I think that the biggest eye-opener for me was the amount of awareness of yourself, but also of others that you get, especially in terms of communication styles. That knowledge was extremely helpful for me in my day-to-day work. For one, I observed myself a lot more, and I noticed those situations when, for example, in high stress periods, when I become a crazy driver, I try different approaches, like for example more the amiable approach, so more listening to people, more giving them the platform to still express their opinions and ideas instead of just pushing them for completing the task. It's been also helpful to observe other people and their body language and how they communicate, to identify their communication styles, because this really helps then to choose the way how you explain different projects, how you bring people on board. So I think that's been a really helpful tool for me so far. Also, right after our live event, I did a workshop with my direct reports. So we did the test on the communication styles and identified the tasks that the guys enjoy the most. Like, for example, one of the girls on the team, she's more the analytical type, so she really enjoys working on her own, more the systems work, analytical tasks. And she of course enjoys also the creative ones, but I already now know that I can't put her on the spot and just to brainstorm something like in this moment of time. So I would rather give her this task to take away, to spend a couple of days thinking of it and then bring her ideas to the table. Whilst the other team member, for example, he's more on the expressive side, so he really enjoys this brainstorming, creative sessions, which are super motivating for him. So then I would rather put him in those tasks. So yeah, I think just sharing the knowledge and understanding more of how we communicate and how we interact with each other on a day-to-day work has been extremely helpful and makes us better as a team.